We live in a world full of corruption at all levels of society. Some of our leaders are so corrupt that it's literally corrupting nations. In this video, I'm going to share with you why men of semen retention, why men who practice semen retention can actually end corruption and transform this world back into a beautiful, just, and fair place to live. Let's get into it. Hi, my name is Nakula and I help men master their S3X energy so you can become a powerhouse both in and outside the bedroom. Go to the link in the descriptions and take the free S3X transmutation guide. This is a free program I put together for you so you can begin the journey to S3X mastery. Now, when you begin to practice S3X mastery and you begin to control and discipline your S3X energy, it is going to bring discipline, focus, and energy to all areas of your life, which is going to benefit you. Imagine as a self-controlled man, this is what some of my students are experiencing as they come through the Powerhouse Man training and the S3X Alchemy training. They're saying, Nakula, this is amazing. I'm more focused than I've ever been before. I've got more energy than I've ever had before. I'm attracting things easily, whether that's a meaningful relationship, whether that's restoring and repairing their marriage, whether that's restoring their prosperity and finances, learning how to create an abundance. Because the outer world is reflected of the inner world. And if your inner world is controlled, disciplined, focused, abundant, then your outer world is going to reflect that. It's going to reflect the decisions you make, the things you interact with. As you bring control and focus and mastery over your S3X energy, you're going to end corruption within yourself. And we all have to admit, we have to put up our hands and say, yeah, I can be corrupt. We've all been corrupted in this world because society is literally leading us to a life of corruption. So what do I speak of? What am I talking about when I say corruption? I'm talking about the lies. I'm talking about the corruption in your heart, the selfishness. I'm talking about the little bit in the way you cheat things or manipulate information to gear things towards you. I'm talking about your selfishness. And it's not unique to you. Every single one of us is dealing with this within ourselves. You know, it's like the little devil and angel that sits on the shoulder. We're here to work out our corruption. Semen retention ends corruption within you because where we become corrupt, the root of it is how we use our S3X energy in this world. When we use our S3X energy to exploit, to get, it starts to leak out or penetrate all areas of your life. You start to exploit your clients, try to take more from them than what you're giving. You start to exploit your friends. That's what vice and addiction does. You know, when I used to smoke a ton of weed and be smoking all the time, I had friends, so-called friends, that the moment that I stopped smoking weed, the phone stopped ringing. I didn't even have to say anything. Energetically, it was like we were no longer friends. Well, where did that friendship go? It wasn't a real friendship because the friendship was there exploiting each other. Hey, I'll come over and hang out, but really what I want to do is smoke up your dope. I'm not really interested in you. Or, hey, let's go for a drive and smoke a joint. But really, I'm not interested in hanging out with you. I'm just interested in justifying and having someone do drugs with me. That's what's happening when you're watching adult films, which again shouldn't be called adult films because they're not for adults either. They're not for kids. They're not for adults. They're not for anybody. Why? Because they're exploitive. You sitting there in front of a screen by yourself, you're training yourself totally to make S3X about yourself. That's why when you go and engage with S3X with a partner, all you want to do is please yourself. You're not even thinking of the other person. How many men, to be quite honest, we totally get in our own heads and we're not even focused on the pleasure that we can bring to the table. No wonder she doesn't feel safe. No wonder she's not enjoying it. The more that you focus on her in the bedroom, the more she will feel safe and relaxed and her pleasure can be enhanced. This is by shifting your energy, shifting your focus. Are you corrupt with your finances? Are you a good steward of your finances? Do you see your finances as something for you so that you can bring more? I need more, consume more. Or do you see your finances as a gift and a blessing in which you can give? Now I've got more finances, I can give more. I can pay my people well. I can employ more people. We can expand our mission. We can give back to the community. We can give back to our church, synagogue, temple, or mosque. We can take this money, this blessing, and use it as a force for good. Or is it simply just about me making more money? As you practice semen retention, you will develop in character and you will end the corruption within yourself. You'll be truthful because you won't be afraid to tell the truth. You won't be afraid of the backlash. You won't be afraid of holding higher standards because you'll know your worth and value. And the more that you tell the truth and you end the corruption within yourself, you don't exploit people, you'll realize you never had to do that in the first place. That this universe is a loving universe, that God will supply you with so many great things, experiences and friends and abundance and peace and harmony, simply by developing all of those characters within yourself. As so it is above, so below, as within, so without. Meaning, as you develop your consciousness, then the world reflects that back to you. You'll attract good things into your life. You'll be taken care of in such a meaningful way that you would think, why was I ever living corruptly anyways? Corruptly, if that's a word. Why was I choosing to live like that? Oh, because I had fear in my heart. I was run by selfishness. I'm run by fear. I'm run by lack. I'm run by greed. I'm run by lust. And as you conquer those qualities within you and you transform them back into your true qualities, love, abundance, beauty, intelligence, you recognize that that's not even the way to get the things you want. That everything you want will be given to you with ease and with harmony when you live in alignment. And as me and you grow in this practice of semen retention practitioners, of conscious men, of men who are developing ourselves into strong warriors for the divine, and we take more leadership positions, we fill our bank accounts with more money, guess what happens? We are going to use that money to start organizations and put influence into the existing organizations. We're going to become leaders. We're going to become men of influence. You're going to become a powerful person in this world. And because you're not corrupt, you're going to be able to end corruption within your family, within your community, within your government systems. Imagine if men who practices S3X control, who are disciplined in themselves, imagine if we were the prime ministers and presidents. Imagine if we were the governors and the premiers and heads of states. Imagine if we were the leaders of our congregation. Imagine if we lead our families. What kind of world would this be? This would be a world that was fair, just. This would be a world in which we didn't exploit people. We would end things like human trafficking. We would end things like starvation, because we wouldn't allow it to happen, because those things only happen because corruption is happening at the highest levels of our society. So imagine when we take over those systems, when we get into positions of power and wealth, what we can do. And that's why I'm inviting you to join me in the PowerHouse Man training. Let's train up. Get yourself trained up. Put yourself in these positions. You know, I've been involved with politics. I've been involved with business. I coach many successful people, and they're all doing great things in the world. Because as they develop in character, as they develop in control of their S3X energy, as they expand their consciousness and open their hearts, that is having a massive trickle effect. So I would love to work with you and guide you and help you on this journey, the same journey that I've had to go down and still am on, because it's never ending. So if you resonate with this message, if you're thinking, I want to be that, I know God has planted something in my heart. I have something to give. I can be a catalyst for change. I can end corruption and inspire positive things in this world. Then make sure you book some time on my schedule. I would love to hear and learn about your vision and your mission, or help you get clear on what that is, so that you can be a catalyst for positive change in this world. Make sure you go take the free S3X Transmutation Guide as a place to start. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell button so you never miss a video, and me and you will continue to grow together.